Fresher.
Insider.
Sister, I hear you laugh. My heart feels full of. Keep me, please, sister. And when you cry, feel your tears running down my face. Sister, sister, you keep me.
I feel like we went through a lot of adversity together, and we're only two years apart, kind of 1.5. So we helped each other out a lot, and all we had was each other. So I feel like that's why we got as close as we did, because not a lot of people can say that, oh, I'm best friends with my sibling that's not even the same gender as I am. I think we're just pretty special in that way. And we do everything together. There wasn't anything that I'd want to do without him or anything that he'd want to do without me. It's just kind of just, we're attached by the hip and remained that way until now.
I remember that we couldn't be apart at all. Anything that she did, I had to be doing. Anything that I was doing, she had to be a part of. Even our meals coincided together. She had to know what I was going to eat before she would decide, or vice versa. We were just very close. We were kind of like twins, but a year apart, so that's just kind of makes it, I think, I've always wanted a twin, so I definitely can say that I think she's my twin. She's definitely someone that is just like me, or definitely a better half of me, and I feel like I'm the better half of her. I think we kind of complete each other. Yeah. Even when you see us, if you can't tell right away that we're siblings, you can tell that there's this bond that attracts us to each other. That there's something underlying, there's something between us that if you couldn't tell it was a brother and sister bond, you would say that it was a friendship. I remember when leading up to her leaving to Santa Barbara, I was a complete mess. I had no idea what I was gonna do. I didn't even really think about it. I didn't want to think about it up until the day that she absolutely had to leave. I don't think I knew how hard it was actually going to be being away from her. We had never been apart, and I thought it was just something that was going to come easy. And you know, I didn't think I was going to be affected by it, honestly. I didn't think it was going to take such a huge toll on me, but it definitely did. I didn't expect to be so sad when not seeing her in the morning, and, you know, not driving with her to school, and just a lot of those things that you take for granted when you see someone every day, you miss those things.
Being apart from my brother this year was probably one of the hardest things I've ever had to go through. It was definitely not easy. Very difficult challenge is a way I describe it. But I guess in hindsight, it was good for us. We've gotten so much closer. I appreciate him so much more now, because there's never really been a time when we were apart. We spend a lot of time together. I think I've never gone more than a week without seeing him, which was when I went to 6th grade camp. So being 300 plus miles away from him, and it just made it a lot harder and strenuous.
I'm really excited about what the future has for us. I think that we've grown so much here, and we've done all the growing that we can do here in our town, and I think that Santa Barbara is just going to give us a chance to grow even more as we take on the adult chapter of our lives, and I think it'll be even better to take on that chapter with someone who just knows everything about you. And you know, you grew up together, so you continue, you know, you get to continue this next chapter with the person you've written the past chapters with. So it's just a continuation. I definitely am excited. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Now that he's came to visit me and just seen what it's like to have ventured off and be in a completely new place. I mean, we were living in a very, very small town before. So now that we're in Santa Barbara together, I feel like it's just going to be an adventure every single day. And when he moves down here in the fall and becomes more permanent, it's just going to be amazing because we need each other in our lives. And obviously this past year has made us realize that because we both went through times or little moments of depression or sadness. And I feel like that stemmed from being away from each other a lot, or being away from family in general. It was just different. This past year has just been different than anything we've ever experienced. He lived with my dad. I moved out here on my own. And now that we're coming back together, it just feels right.
Wherever I dreamed I was, you were there with me, sister. I hear you laugh, my heart feels full of